Hey there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified, and today I'm going to walk you through an AI business integration framework to help you with your strategy reviews and optimization assessments. You will be able to use this 6-step framework to realign and optimize your marketing, sales, and your execution strategy. So this is what we'll cover today. So first off, we're going to go over that 6-step AI-powered framework. Then I'm going to help you answer the 10 questions that you must answer to define your AI strategy. Then I'll show you how to accelerate your strategy using the custom GPT BrandOptimizer.ai. Then I will walk you through a 6-step AI prompt sequence to customize your framework and your strategy specifically for your business, also using that custom GPT BrandOptimizer.ai. And then finally, I will show you how to install Brand Growth AIOS into your business. So let's jump in and get started. Step number 1 of this AI-powered framework is to define. Start by answering these 10 strategy alignment questions. Your answers will help us assess where your current plan is helping, hurting, or holding you back. So question number 1, that is, what are your top 1 to 3 business goals for the next 6 to 12 months? Goals give your strategy direction. Without clear targets, it's hard to measure if anything that you're doing is actually working. Question number 2, what is your current marketing strategy? Understanding what channels you're using, what messaging you're sending, and how often gives us a baseline to evaluate and improve. Question number 3, what is your current sales strategy? This shows us how you're turning interest into revenue. We look at how leads come in, how offers are positioned, and how deals are closed. Question number 4, how well do your current strategies connect back to your business goals? It's easy to stay busy with activity that doesn't move the needle. This helps us assess whether your strategy is driving real progress or if it's just considered busy work. Question number 5, what's working best in your current strategy right now? Recognizing what's already producing results helps us double down on what's effective instead of starting over. Question number 6, where are you experiencing friction, drops-offs, or underperformance? Identifying the weak links in your strategy allows us to troubleshoot and improve what's holding back your growth. Question number 7, do you currently have a documented strategy or an execution plan? If it's not written down and used regularly, your strategy likely isn't guiding your decisions. We need to know how much structure is already in place. Question number 8, how often do you review and update your strategy? Regular reviews allows you to adjust based on what's working. If you're not revisiting this plan, you're likely falling behind. Question number 9, who on your team is responsible for executing this strategy? Accountability is the most important thing here. We need to know who's in charge of making sure that the strategy gets implemented day to day. And then finally, question number 10 here is, if you could improve one thing about your strategy this month, what would that be? This helps us prioritize the one area where a small improvement could create the biggest shift in focus, clarity, and your momentum. So moving on to step number 2, and this is clarify. Define your strategic objectives and your ideal outcomes. We can't optimize anything until we know exactly what success looks like for your business and what constraints we're working with. So outline your 6 and 12-month growth goals. Set clear revenue, lead generation, and performance targets. Identify any key constraints like budget, time, bandwidth, or technology, and then get alignment across all departments on what the business is chasing. And then with this step of the framework and then all upcoming steps of the framework, I've given you an AI prompt to help you out in defining this. Now, more specifically, a BrandOptimizer.ai prompt. Now, BrandOptimizer.ai is a custom GPT that I've developed over at Brand Identified after working with hundreds of clients for the past 25 years. So I want to make sure that you're taking this prompt and all upcoming prompts and adding them over into BrandOptimizer.ai because that's the only GPT that has access to that 25-year knowledge base. So for example, with this prompt right here, that is we are a, and you would insert your business type there, with X size team, and then you would put your team in there. Help us define our top business goals and outcomes so that we can build a strategy that aligns with our actual growth targets. So you'll take this prompt, you'll take the 10 questions from step number 1 and your 10 answers from step number 1, and then you would move them over and visit BrandOptimizer.ai. Now from BrandOptimizer.ai, you just click on Launch the Custom GPT. That's going to open up ChatGPT, but it's going to open it into the BrandOptimizer.ai platform and interface. So this is the only one that has access to that knowledge base. So make sure that you're adding all prompts into this custom GPT here. So moving on into step number 3 here of this AI-powered framework, and that is to evaluate. Audit your current strategy across your marketing, sales, and your execution departments. Now we reverse engineer what's working, what's broken, and what's missing from your current plan. So break down your existing lead generation and your sales strategy, map the steps from prospect awareness to paid customer, evaluate consistency, conversion rates, and any performance gaps, and look for holes in your messaging, your channel execution, or your follow through. And then I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt to help you out here in step number 3. And now moving on here into step number 4, that is to align. Match your strategy to your audience, your offers, and your operations. A strategy that worked before won't work now unless it is aligned to your current positioning, your internal structure, and your available resources. So ensure that all of your offers are relevant to your audience's current needs. Align your funnel and any follow-up strategies with your buyer's behavior. Match technical execution to your team's strengths and their tool capabilities, and then realign your budget and your resource allocation based on these priorities. And then I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt to help you out here with step number 4. Now moving on to step number 5, and that is to optimize. Streamline, simplify, and strengthen each part of this strategy. Now it's time to eliminate what's not working and double down on what is with better tools, better systems, and a better structure. So drop your weak performing channels or your weak performing campaigns. Refine your messaging, your sequencing, or your positioning for clarity and conversion. Improve your process handoffs and reduce complexity in the execution, and consolidate any tools and your communication pathways to avoid duplication. And then I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai to help you out here in step number 5. And then step number 6, this is rebuild. Restructure your strategic plan for speed and accountability. Once the gaps are fixed, rebuild your strategy into a system that can run consistently, track your progress, and evolve with your business. So create a 90-day execution roadmap with weekly milestones, assign clear owners and accountability for each of those initiatives, set up a monthly review checkpoints and success metrics, and build a simple dashboard to measure real-time progress. And then, as always, I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt to help you out here in step number 6. So this leads us into a 6-step AI prompt sequence that I've developed for you that you can also use over at BrandOptimizer.ai to instantly create your custom strategy for your business. So prompt number 1, this is your strategy prompt, and that is help me build a complete strategy for strategy reviews and optimization assessments that aligns with our brand and our business goals. Second prompt here, this is your execution prompt, and that is give me a step-by-step execution plan to implement strategy reviews and optimization assessments effectively in our business. Prompt number 3, this is your audit and your optimization prompt, and that is audit our current strategy reviews and optimization assessments and recommend improvements or optimizations that we should make. Prompt number 4, this is your template and your tool prompt, and that is provide a fill-in-the-blank template or a framework that I can use to create or improve upon our strategic reviews and our optimization assessments. Prompt number 4, this is your role-based prompt, and that is how should A, and then you will want to insert your title, your role, your position, or a position within your organization. So for example, founder, CMO, or marketing manager, approach strategy reviews and optimization assessments in a growing business. And then finally, the 6th prompt here, this is your integration prompt. And that is how does strategy reviews and optimization assessments connect with or support other areas of our business, for example, marketing, sales, or operations. So this leads us to Brand Growth AIOS, which is an AI-powered operating system to optimize your business. It is a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that integrates 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. It is designed to transform your business into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Every service is delivered in a structured, sequence-based framework that starts with deep diagnostics, applies proven strategic models, and then executes with AI-enabled tools and automations. So I prepared a brief overview video of Brand Growth AIOS that I'll queue up here in just a few seconds. But I also want to make sure that you visit brandidentified.com to learn more. And then also be sure to check out brandgrowthaios.com as well. The Brand Growth AIOS is a complete operating system for your business. It's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that pulls together 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. The entire system is designed to take your business from where it is today and transform it into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Now, here's the important part. This isn't just a collection of services thrown together. Every step is structured, it's sequence-based, and it follows a very specific framework. We begin with deep diagnostics, then move into proven strategy models, and then bring it all to life with AI-enabled tools and automations. Once the Brand Growth AIOS is installed inside your business, here's what you can expect. Your company will run on a streamlined, data-driven, AI-supported infrastructure. You will deliver a consistent, high-quality client experience that drives both retention and referrals. Your offers, pricing, and positioning will be optimized for your market. You'll have predictable opportunities coming in through campaigns, funnels, and content systems that are built to work together. And you, as the founder, along with your leadership team, will finally be able to focus on strategy instead of being stuck in daily execution. So let's talk about what that means for your role versus ours. Your role requires only a minimal time investment, about 15 minutes per day for quick approvals and roughly 30 minutes a week for high-level strategic reviews. That is it. Our role is to handle everything else: the audit, the strategy, the design, the build out, the optimization, and the execution of your complete Brand Growth AIOS. That way, you can stay focused on leading your business while we install the system that allows it to scale.